What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Yah's Chosen One. We're going to continue in the book of Numbers. We are on chapter 11. Let's get to it. And when the people complained, it displeased Ahayah, and Ahayah heard it, and his anger, now there you go. Now, all these people talking about the Most High is all love and all this stuff and doesn't display any kind of ill will emotions. It says right here, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of Ahayah burnt among them and consumed them that were in uttermost parts of the camp. Let's read that again. And his anger was kindled, and the fire of Ahayah burnt among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. What does consume mean? It means to engulf. The Most High killed them. When the Most High gets angry, look at that. He kills. That's why he says he is a Elohim of war. What do warriors do? They kill. And the people cried unto Moshe. And when Moshe prayed unto Ahayah, the fire was quenched. So he just had this fire going on that was non-stop, and it was just burning up the camp because he was mad. And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of Ahayah burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Yasharallah also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? Alright, so we got a mixed multitude of people here. It's not just just Israelites, but it said mixed multitude. Okay, these are other people, probably like Egyptians, Canaanites and stuff like that, who wanted to become part of Yasharallah, but now they feel a lusting. Now, this doesn't mean lusting after, it's not sexual desires, but lusting after certain things that they probably had in Egypt. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. Now stop and think, man. When this wilderness comes for us, this looks just like some stiff-necked people that we have in Yasharallah. When this wilderness comes, do you think we're going to have people like this as well? It's like, yeah, we used to be in the United States, man. We used to have all the food we wanted to, man. We had shrimp. We had all the unclean foods, by the way. We had all the steaks and, now you got us eating on this manna. What is this stuff? Right? Sounds like something that we would do, right? So I'm in my Strong's Concordance here. I'm in Strong's Concordance here, and I'm trying to look up the word manna. And for some reason, they got it spelled with two N's, so that's probably why I haven't found it. Alright, so let me go here to manna with two N's. And we have manna. That's Hebrew word 4478. And let's look and see what Hebrew word 4478 is. Hebrew word 4478, manna. Manna. A masculine noun meaning manna, who or what. This is the reaction that the Israelites had to the substance that Ahayah gave them to eat, they asked, "What is it?" which translates into man. This substance is described as wafers made with honey and like white coriander seeds in shape. The manna could be ground into grain and cooked into cakes. When the Israelites entered the promised land, God caused them to manna to cease. So let's think about this, because I've heard some people say that this is monoatomic gold, and I heard people say that this is angels' food. This is how angels are sustained, Malachim. What we know is it's consumable. Whatever the Most High put down, it was consumable. Well, it was something that they had never had before. So as far as being monoatomic gold, I'm sure they saw gold before, but this one's kind of hard. Kind of hard to describe what manna was. Oh, here's more. And the manna was a coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of Bethlehem. So there's some more descriptions about manna. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. So it was light. It was very light. You know how like a virgin oil is, or like a olive oil, or like it's a light flavor. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moshe heard the people weep throughout their families, every man the door of his tent. And the anger of Ahayah was kindled greatly. Moshe also was displeased. And Moshe said unto Ahayah, "Wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant?" Like, why are you doing this to me? "And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me?" It's like, why me? You know, why am I chosen to lead these old stiff-necked people? "Have I conceived all this people? Have I made all these people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldst say unto me, Carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers?" So Moshe is having a direct talk with the Most High here. Here's the thing. He's having a talk with him. He's telling the Most High, "Am I these people's father? I didn't bear them. So why you put all this on me?" Is basically what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? "And you told me that we go into this promised land, and now I'm getting all this flack. When should I have flesh to give unto all these people? For they weep unto me, saying, Give us flesh that we may eat." So they want food, they want meat, they want steaks, they want all this kind of stuff. "I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. And if thou deal with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness." Okay? Like, if you deal with me, if you don't like how I'm doing this, then go ahead and kill me. Moses is like, go ahead and kill me. Remember, Moses was a general, man. And Ahayah said unto Moshe, "Gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Yashar'Allah, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone." So the Most High is pretty much saying, alright, so Moses, since you can't lead them, I'm not going to bear everybody on you. I'm going to get these 70 people, I'm going to get 70 other people, and I'm going to put the spirit that I put on you, I'm going to put on them. "And say thou unto the people, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, And ye shall eat flesh, for you have wept in the ears of Ahayah, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? So you want flesh, I'm going to give you flesh, alright? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore, Ahayah will give you flesh, and you shall eat it, and you better eat it. Alright, I'm going to give you this flesh, and you better eat it. You should not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out of your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised Ahayah which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why come we forth out of Egypt? Dang. So the Most High, you ever like ate so much food until you start feeling sick and you ready to throw up? This is what the Most High doing is. The Most High is like, you want foods? You see how the Most High works? You see this? You gotta kind of understand this, man. Don't think that you can like talk to the Most High or like complain to the Most High too much, man, because when you ask for something, he'll give it to you, but it might not be the way that you want it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're fussing. He said he gonna give it a whole month until it start coming out your nostrils, you start throwing that stuff up. And Moshe said, the people amongst who I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh, and that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? Like, how we gonna come up with all that, you know? And I'm thinking like Moshe right here. I'm like thinking like, you know, you talk to the Most High 40 days and 40 nights, man, and you still don't know the wonders that the Most High can do. Shall the flocks of the herd? And Ahayah said unto Moshe, is Ahayah's hand wax short? It's like my hand wax short. Who are you talking to here? You talking to me? I'm the Most High. Is there nothing I can't do? Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. You don't believe me? Well, we're going to see if my word comes through. I'm the Most High. Well, who are you, Moshe? And Moshe went out and told the people the words of Ahayah, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And Ahayah came down in a cloud. Here he come down the clouds, just like the Malachim are going to come when they come back. They're going to be in clouds. So we see when they talk about these UFOs, when you see Independence Day and when you see the spaceship come out of the clouds, Hollywood already knows, man. They've read this book. They already know. That's why they're making antimatter weapons and stuff like that. So when they come back, they actually going to try to fight the Most High. But that's another story. And Ahayah came down a cloud and spake to him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. So the Most High gave them that spirit, that Ruach, and they prophesied. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Now, what in the world does that mean? Medad and Eldad, who are these 2? And there ran a young man. Let me write that down. Who is Eldad and Medad? What is this dude? What is this? Eldad and Medad. Get some paper here, man. Write this stuff down. So we got Eldad and got this dude Medad. And so for some reason they already had picked the 70 elders to let the spirit come on, but these 2 also had that spirit upon them. And they were of them that were written, but went out not unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man and told Moshe and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moshe, one of his young men, answered and said, My lord Moshe, forbid them. And Moshe said unto them, Enviest thou for my sake? With the power that all Ahayah's people were prophets, and that Ahayah would put his spirit upon them? And Moshe gave him into the camp, he and the elders of Yashar'Allah. And there went forth a wind, whatever this wind is, from Ahayah, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp. So here come this wind, just like this wind is used to bring locusts and stuff like that. Well, this time the wind, just like when birds travel, except the Most High pushed these quails on over here to the camp. And brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of Ahayah was kindled against the people, and Ahayah smote the people with a very great plague. Holy goodness. And he called the name of that place Kibroth Hattaavah, because they buried the people that lusted. Oh my God, the Most High killed them. And the people journeyed from Kibroth Hattaavah unto Hazeroth, and abode at Hazeroth. Whoa. Let's read that again. And let's read that again. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, yet it was chewed, the wrath of Ahayah was kindled against the people, and Ahayah smote the people with a very great plague. Whoa. Whoa. So the Most High smote these people, man, for wanting this doggone quail, and he smote these people. Let's read verse 32 again. And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. Okay, so they spread these things for themselves around the camp. And while the flesh was yet, so they gathering up, they like hoarding them. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, or it was chewed, the wrath of Ahayah. So they got messed up. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to ask the elder about that to see what that's talking about. They also give me a precept, Psalm 78 verse 31. Let's check it out. Psalm 78 verse 31. Let's see what this means. Psalm 78 31. Alright, 50, 60, 70. 60, 70. 50, 60, 78 verse 31. 50, 60, 75, 78 verse 31. The wrath of the power came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Yashar'Allah. 50, 60, 75, 67, 78 verse 31. I'm sure I got that right. Yeah, I got it right. 50, 60, 75, 78. Alright, well, he slew him. Alright, man, this is your boy, Yah's chosen one, man. As you can see, don't start all that murmuring and stuff with the Most High. He works in his ways. He had delivered these idiots out of Egypt from bondage, and then you're going to start complaining. That ain't the way he works. And he gets angry, and he kills. So when y'all say all this stuff, God is all love and stuff like that, there ain't no hell, there ain't this and that, man, you a doggone lie. Because you see right here, he's smoting people already. Alright, love you guys, shalom.